Good morning, afternoon, evening, gamers. So, we are back. Let's jump into this. So, this is an update on the Minecraft castle. So, let's pop over here. Pretty. Oh, I really don't like the way Windows 11 does this. You go to the corner, and it starts trying to do all this like stuff that you never asked for. It's like, why? I don't want that. But pretty picture of Lara. Look at those eyes. Doesn't she look pretty? I'm. It's just like a site I went on. Like I googled, like like hot female gamer pictures or something like that. For wallpapers. Isn't she pretty? I don't know. I don't know who painted it, but yeah. But anyway, that's not what we're on about. So let's pop into here, and we'll pop into the new castle creative mode. I I really need to restart my computer. It's been on orange and wanting to do an update just for like the longest time. But what can I say? Right. We won't worry about that bit because I'm not entirely sure. So look, I've built all the walls. Oh, they took so long. They took so long. I've actually raised these up. I needed to because in a couple of places like the walls are quite high, and then in other places they're a little bit on the low side. So um, regarding the travesty of me playing with dynamite, what I decided to do, I'm going to get rid of this overhang. Actually, looks like it could be dangerous. Health and safety and all of that. That should be good. So, yeah, I mean, I was going to fix it and tidy it up. And then I thought, hey, you know what I could do? I could just totally fudge it, and I could turn it into a quarry and mines. So I did that. Yeah, we've got like scaffolding here. Entirely sure how this is supposed to look like scaffolding, but I did, I did the best I could. We just got like little blocks here because what I was thinking was like, well, where did the bricks come from to build the castle? It's kind of like it came from here. So this is kind of like what some of the villagers. I'm thinking of making houses and like doing some houses and that, and having like a village or like a town. Just to kind of sort of pack it all out. And then what I'm doing over here is I'm still working on this bit. Is making like either like some sort of housing for like maybe some of the soldiers who've got married. So um obviously the queen is elven. I'm creating a whole like backstory here. So the elven queen, the fair folk, so they're very very beautiful. And obviously she's come with other elves, and some of the soldiers are kind of like getting into relationships because why would you not want to? Pretty girls. And so yeah, I'm thinking about like housing for like married couples and stuff. So I'm sort of thinking that like I understand that like maybe I'm overthinking it and that it's but hey that's part of the fun. If you're gonna build a castle, you have to kind of create a family and and everything. So yeah, I'm still working on some of these because like I said, some of them were a little bit low and the walls kind of look low, but then in other places they're really high. So it's a bit of a balancing sort of issue. So I started building these up. Those that that sort of part will be obviously will have like the conical like things roofs. It's going to have roofs on it, whereas these I think they'll probably be just flat or something, but then I may change my mind again. So most of this is finished. Oh, I finished the bathing area for the queen. I probably need to do one for all the guys, don't I? Really, because You got to keep clean. Cleanliness is a good thing. I had a shave because you don't really it's probably better for you for me to live by my own words. So we come along here, and this is the queen and her ladies, bathing area, and this took so long. This can I do that? Yeah, the what do you call it? The waterfall. The waterfall took so long. Like I was really struggling. Like it was coming over the sides and it was like destroying other stuff because I wanted this to be like sort of natural curtain. Yeah, act as like kind of curtains. I need to. I probably need to get some chairs for these sort of platforms. So these are platforms where they can just lie down and relax, and that sort of thing, whilst having a pool, having a shower. So you can have a shower, you can just lie in the pool and that. It's heated as well below. So that's like lava blocks. So this is actually, nice warm water. So it's kind of like a sauna, I suppose. So it's nice warm water, and you've got a cold kind of shower that kind of mixes with it. Yeah, I know. I overthink these things, but I enjoy it. It's a lot of fun. Um, So yeah, that's a shower area. Shut up, phone. Um, so yeah, that's that done. Because I think I still hadn't sort of got around to that. We've got like little areas here. So here there's like another kind of like little pool sort of area. It's for anybody. Anybody can come and just like have a little dip. Maybe late at night, some lovers or something. It's quite nice. We're fairly liberal in this town city thing that we're building. It's a nice little bridge here, so you can just look out over the water. We've got some fish. I'm thinking of. I think you can spawn in dolphins. I really like dolphins. Like dolphins are probably my favorite sea animal. So I'm thinking I might want to get a dolphin, but then the whole thing with the frogs kind of went a bit wrong. So I don't sort of know. That was a mistake. Like I was trying to work out how to like get to here because I was thinking I've made like this little garden area where people can just come and sit and just enjoy nature and chat and relax. But I hadn't actually figured out a way for anybody to get to it, and I was thinking, well, maybe you could just come down through the tower. And then I realised that, no, this is the foundations, and I only had these bricks on me, and I was gonna like do it with the proper bricks, and then I thought, actually, no, I want the castle to have, some of these like imperfections and like, oh, that there may have been a door here like long ago, and now there isn't. It's bricked up because it's not used anymore. So I kind of wanted a bit of that, so I actually left it. So it is actually on purpose. Well, it was by mistake, and then it was on purpose. Probably a bit of laziness as well. Yeah. It happens to us all, guys. To more or a lesser extent. The old squiddies. I was saying to Swift the other day that more so in the vanilla Minecraft, because I have the John Smith texture pack on, which makes the squids look not quite so frightening. But I didn't like going in the water because they would come near you with those kind of, like I really didn't like it. They freaked me out. They're not quite as bad, although I'm still not overly keen on them. But they are better. I can I can tolerate them a bit more. Yeah, so I think we'll have some housing round here, and we're having some more castle housing. Oh, over here, um, we've we've got the main gate. I didn't want to look up too much. Like, I could have looked up how to make better doors, but I don't want to maybe look up everything. I think for the houses, I am going to look up how to make like just nice little houses, but I've also got to figure out how to make the villagers use them, because I think the Minecraft villages that you see, the houses are designed a certain way so that the villagers will use them, like interact with them, like go into them, go to bed and go to sleep and stuff. So yeah, I need to figure that one out, because I've made like, I've made Minecraft castles before. I've made like villages and that, and I've made like housing, but the villagers wouldn't use the housing because they were too elaborate maybe, or something to do with the amount of squares. Um, so they wouldn't use them, so they'd just kind of hang around outside. It's like the middle of the night and they're just kind of standing outside, and it was a bit weird. So I maybe need to think about that. We have a farm here, so maybe put like a house here, for the farmer. There's I've also been putting in a few secrets into the game. So if I do decide to make it, like port it or something, or make it like a multiplayer thing so people can run around, there's kind of things for you to look for and find, things that will, help you in your journey, maybe, perhaps some armor or some swords, or yeah, I said too much. But yes, so I mean, I don't know if I will do that. I don't know if anybody's interested in me doing that, so let me know. But it's definitely an interesting idea, because if you build something, you kind of want people to explore it and enjoy it. That's kind of the point. I just make it on creative because, well, it's just easier to do. Like if you're trying to make something on a multiplayer server, you just gonna have people in your way, and they're offering their own ideas, which might be good. I'm not gonna say my ideas are always good, but it's just a lot to deal with. I just find this like easier. So here we've got some sort of towers over the main gate. Let me show you the main gate. It's not brilliant, but I did try my best. So it's kind of like the front doors over there. But yeah, so I kind of did like a portcullis. Then you go through here, close them, just to try and make it, you know. And then you've got a secure door. You've got this door. Yeah. I don't know if I like these doors though. I don't know that they look right. I was trying to go with, like this aesthetic, but I don't know. I'm not entirely sold on how these look. But yeah. So yeah. So there's a quarry, and there's a mine as well. And I decided to call it Moria Mines. Yeah. If you like Lord of the Rings, you know. If you don't, then, well, yeah. Fair enough. So these are going to be like the commander's office. So like this will be like his, have I done this one? Yeah. So this is like his bedroom. He's got like his fireplace and that to keep him warm, and his nice warm bed. Maybe he's got a girlfriend. Yeah. Everybody needs love. So we'll have that here, and then you come out here, and then this will be his office. I haven't done it, but I will. So this will be kind of like, so this will be like where the watch commander lives. This one might be, I don't know, like captain's quarters or something. I might build it up and have like a couple more rooms, like, some stuff like that. So that's all of that, I build the farm at some point. the Wizard's Tower. Let's go and have a look at the Wizard's Tower. I finished all of that. So, you know, I have been busy. I love this. I love this purple glass. I felt that it looked sort of kind of magical, you know, like just gave the tower like a distinct sort of look. So if we go up to here, I really kind of like this tower. I wasn't too sure about it at first, but I kind of like it. So we come here. So here is the Nether portal. I don't really know why I decided to put chairs up here, but you know, and I kind of tried to make it look, tried to make the portal look, you know, like a little bit more interesting. Can I actually go through? Oh, so you can walk through these vines. I didn't know. I wasn't sure if you could. Look at these things. These are just amazing. Like, I love these. Like, they're really, really cool. So, yeah, just, you know, try to make it, you know, just look a bit interesting. You know, looks like it's been ripped out of somewhere and transported somewhere else, you know, by magic. Yeah, that's cool. Swift thought that maybe it should be, like, underground, like, secret, because it's literally the gates to hell, which I fully understand, but at this point I was kind of invested. If it told me that before I'd started building it, I still think it's a good idea. So what I decided to do instead, so let's go down into the wizard's thing. So we've got a fireplace here. This is, I believe, where the wizard sleeps. Yeah. Again, these are toilets. If you ever see these in rooms, in like a corner, so that's like the toilet. So you just, you know, wee into it or, you know, poop into it. I know it's not perfect, but it's kind of the best you could do. Maybe I should replace it with a bucket. Would a bucket look better, I wonder? And this is kind of the water, so you can, you know, kind of like wash your hands and that, you know. Yeah, I might see. I mean, I don't know if a bucket would be better. Maybe it would, because that is kind of high, really, isn't it? But I mean, it is supposed to be aesthetics, and like, I mean, I'm already probably going overboard with the backstory and everything, so. So here we've got stations for brewing potions and that. I think that's a music box. With the textures, sometimes I can't tell what things are, and obviously there's books and that, you know, for wizards. So I've filled this up with potions. I probably need to have another one with ingredients so that you can make your potions. Or maybe that's a bit too much, because if I do make it a multiplayer sort of like game, like where people can just come and explore, maybe it's too much, and like now they feel that they don't have to make any potions or anything because they've got everything. I just wanted to fill the chests up so that when you open them, you know, immersiveness is kind of what I was going for. But yeah, maybe it's too much. So we come down here. So here's the enchanting. Here's the enchanting area with the bookcases. I'm actually, you know, quite proud of this. I'll be honest, I had to look up how to make it because mostly I tend to play in creative. I just build things. So I don't actually know how to make these things a lot of the time. Like I wouldn't actually like I was looking up how to do the books around it because I knew that in order to make it stronger, you had to have like bookcases, but I didn't know what the configuration was or anything. And it also told me how like you would have to actually make this if you were in survival. So it was like, oh, okay. I would not have known how to do that. Some more, you know, brewing stations and that. I'm probably going to have some chairs in here. There's a lectern, so probably have some chairs here so that, you know, they can sit and have like lessons on, you know, magic or something. Might have some like little tables where they have chairs so they can like sit and study, because, you know, it's magic. So then we go down here into the Undercroft. So I took Swift's idea because I did like it, and came down here and we made the nether port. The end portal. It's the end portal, isn't it, to the dragon? Yeah. So we did. So we did that. I was having trouble with these eyes. Apparently, they have to line up a specific way, and I was like, Swift, I don't. I'm making this and it's not working. What am I doing wrong? And he was like, and I'm pretty sure he was trolling me. Like, he said he wasn't, but, I mean... So he said, well, stand in the middle and do it, like, standing in the middle, do it outwards. And then, obviously, I got transported to the Dragon Realm, and then I didn't know how to get out. So I made it, like, a bit, you know, sort of a bit creepy and a bit mysterious, and a place you know, you shouldn't really go. These, I mean, they are actually glowstone torches, but I think they look quite nice and sinister. We've got some skulls here, got some dragon eggs. I didn't even know these were a thing. Apparently, Swift said that in if you just smash them in creative, you just break them. But apparently, in creative, if you smack them, they're transported somewhere else into the world. Like, you can't really hurt them. We've got some dragon heads, some chains for, you know, maybe experiments that, you know, people don't talk about. Some skulls. So, you know, I tried to make it look a bit more creepy and a bit more underground and a place you know, you shouldn't go. I made this sort of glass floor. Down below, you can see those insane amount of frogs. I really need to deal with those. They're getting out of hand. And I made this kind of like ancient, again, sort of, you know, sort of ancient, sort of, you know, like it's been here for a long time. I need to put some cobwebs in here as well, and maybe some moss all over the walls. Make it look like, you know, a forgotten place, a forbidding place. You know, a place you know, you shouldn't come unless you know, you're really sure of what you're doing. So, yeah, kind of, I had the lights in here, lights, like torches on the wall, and then I took them all off because I wanted it to be dark. And it's pretty well lit with this thing anyway. And you got the glow torches adding a bit more sinisterishness. Sinisterness? Still doesn't sound right, but, you know, eh. So yeah, so that's a magic tower. So you have everything you need. You know, you can enchant all your weapons and that. You can, you know, you can make potions and that. You've got the end portal, which again, I mean, in multiplayer mode, maybe people would want to build that themselves, perhaps. Although from what I was learning about the end portal, it's actually quite difficult to, like, you can get the eyes fairly easy, but hang on, let me go back down. But apparently these blocks are you can't make them unless you were to go into creative and then go back to, you know, back to survival. You can't actually make them, but you can find them in fortresses or something. And I know, you know, everybody's kind of different. Some people would like just having it already made so that they can, you know, go and do the dragon whenever they feel that they're ready to do it. Other people kind of want to build it for themselves because they want the game to be more difficult. It's, you know, it's difficult, and I understand now when, like, I've got Licentia Black's not safe for work modded Skyrim, and I was playing it, and, you know, you got these incredibly, like, hard enemies in it, and I was just like, oh, that they've ramped up the difficulty, and I'm like, I don't know that I want that. That's not really how I play video games. But then, you know, I'm finding the same thing. Trying to get that balance between what everybody wants is, you know, it is quite difficult. So I'm a lot more kind of like, I get it, you know. trying to get that balance and trying to make a game that everybody's going to enjoy. It's hard work, and also you have your own biases, which I try not to, because I know that a lot of people aren't into what I'm into. So you have to kind of take that into consideration as well. So yeah, that's the tower, and again with the Nether portal, maybe a lot of people actually enjoy making those. But yeah, it's a thing that if I made it multiplayer, they could just say to me, can you remove these things? And easily done, easily done. Although I do like the end portal, I did try to work quite hard on that. Here's the wizards, like apprentices or like, helpers, whatever. He's only got 2, so, So, yeah, I think I showed you all of this, and so the magic tower, yeah. I think I showed you all of that, and the rooms. Most of the rooms are, I think, decorated now. Like, I think I've done, most of that. Staff quarters and that, yeah. Oh, I've done the kitchen. So there's this kitchen that then leads down to the other kitchen. This is another thing I like about John Smith. It's essentially a painting, but you put it on the wall and you have a knife rack. There are crossed swords that I've done in some of the barracks and things like that. Just adds these like little touches, which is just really, really good. I think there's some stuff for when I build the blacksmith's house, which if you saw out in the world, inside the walls, there's that big lava pit. I'm thinking of trying to make like some sort of, the Companion's Forge in Skyrim, in Whiterun. I'm thinking of like maybe trying to build something like that. I don't think I can build the eagle with its wings outspread. I'm not that good of a builder, but maybe I can do something. So this is a kitchen. These are all filled up with stuff. Like, it took ages. So, show me a little love, because, I didn't just put barrels and like stick a couple of apples in and call it a day. Like, I filled all of these up. And yeah, it takes a while. Look, just full of food. Potatoes, apples, and again, like, there's only like red apples, and that's like actual, like, just normal apples, and then you have the the enchanted golden apples and the golden apples. But I kind of wanted to have like a mixture of, well, apples. So again, people might not like that. The fact that you've got a lot of help in here. The ovens. So yep, we can go down here. You can go up there, like, for a break. I think I've mentioned that before. But the walls took so long because, they are. If we come down here, those frogs. What's down there? I've forgotten what's down there. What's down there? Oh, so this is like a storage room. This I have not filled up. You want to store stuff. Just, like, you can put stuff in here yourself. I'm gonna put this stuff in here because I've no idea why that's. But yeah, you can fill this up yourself. So it's just like a storage room, really. I think for the kitchen. And both kitchens are now fully stocked, so, So here's the other kitchen. And, yeah, as I said, so bowls and food, raw food, cooked food, just food. Like, it takes a while, though, little sort of area for the chefs and that to eat, afterwards. Yeah, trying to look out for everybody. That's the kitchens, and then I think over there is the dining room. So I've tried to put up a lot of these signs as well, so you know where you're going. So if we go out the front door, I had an idea about that, just to make this side, to make the other side look like this side, because I don't think this looks too bad, but on the other side it doesn't look as good. I did have an idea about it, but I don't know if I want to do it. Just sort of trying to get some plants going. Yeah, so over here you've got the main gates, obviously, and you've got all these towers. But yeah, I mean, these towers do take a really long time, because if we take these out, so you've got 3 blocks of bedrock, because bedrock, as you saw from me use going a bit crazy with the dynamite, you can't blow up bedrock, and if you put this game into survival mode, you cannot dig through it either. So it's really good if you're building a fortified, place. I need to look up. I think there's a way to stop enemies like creepers and stuff from spawning inside the walls, but I need to look. I need to look that up. I'm not sure how to do that. So yeah, and then you've got to build up the wall. So you're talking 3 rows of bedrock, then the outside, the outside cap, just to make the wall look more attractive. Um, so they take a while to build. And then if you cut, like, if you here, like, I was like, well, do do I just like have it going straight across and just leave it? Do I build it all the way down to the bottom? Like, does that make sense? Or do I do something? So I went with something like this at the moment, more for sort of aesthetic reasons. I think I think it looks quite nice. Um, is it, does it, does it work in how castles work, as in fortifications, particularly these ones over here? Like, probably not. But again, it's a fantasy castle. It's, you know you have to take some liberties. See, again, I mean, that as a fortified wall, I suppose that doesn't really work. I was thinking of then building like a wall going around there or something. But then, I mean, you've got towers, so if you're trying to sneak through, like, you're gonna get caught, and you're gonna get pinholed with arrows. So, and again, I mean, it is fantasy. Although, if we are making a whole backstory, yeah, and we've got one here. I'm glad that I was kind of able to utilize the waterfall. I think I might break this and have the waterfall cascading like over. Whoops. Like it is here. It reminds me of Lord of the Rings Rivendell. It kind of has that sort of aesthetic to it, which I kind of really like. Um, and I decided in here to make more bedrooms. We can have a look in there. Just invade their privacy, because that's always fun. Um, got some these fire pits to keep them warm. I was thinking about covering all of these towers, but I don't know. It would protect you from arrows, but this high up, I mean, I would have thought you'd be fairly protected from arrows anyway. So this is, I think this is maybe where elven soldiers sleep, perhaps, because of the green. So maybe some of the queen's bodyguards or soldiers or something, perhaps. And then we come down here. I'll just fly down. Maybe, maybe the king's soldiers, perhaps. Maybe I shouldn't have done brown beds, but that's just kind of trying to add like a bit of variety to the beds because, in vanilla you have red. Well, you did before they started having different colors. You just had red beds and that was it. So yeah, just come through here, the guardhouse, and then it goes down again. So lots of bedrooms and places for the soldiers to sleep. I tried to make it kind of nice and comfortable as well. And underneath is the lava, so I would imagine this is quite a nice warm space because I didn't have room to do fireplaces. I'm thinking maybe I should, but then they've got lava and the heat would rise. I'm guessing so. I mean, again, it's not real, so yeah. Yeah, 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 yeah. So yeah, and where is that's the dining room? Is this? Yep. So we've got like a place to come, like in the warm summer months. You can dance. Have a seat, tables for food. This is like an area to give speeches or for the musicians to stand upon and play instruments. Yeah, so I think we did all of that. There's a little garden. I added some benches and a little table so that it can sit. Also, there's fish in here. What? Oh, well, there were. What? Where have the fish gone? I put some tropical fish in here. Have they died? Is that a thing? Oh. Oh, the fish died. I, I didn't know that was a thing, although there aren't any of the fish in the other like little pool thing that I found. Oh. Okay. Well, we'll just leave that as like a little water feature then, I guess. Also, I've just realised there's no fountains in any of this castle. We could do with a fountain because fountains are cool. I have a fascination with fountains. Some of the ones in Italy are just, oh my god, they're beautiful. Um, so yeah, that's gonna be like the watchtowers and where sort of the commander of the watch and where you go for disciplinary or something. So that's gonna be that bit, and then where's the other bit? And then that bit over there is gonna have more lodging for soldiers, and then like some maybe like little apartments for like couples. Because I don't know how many houses I can fit in. It depends how big the houses are, as to how many I can fit in here. Yeah, I should be able to fit a fair few, at least one there maybe. Maybe a house in that corner. Quite a few houses here. Like, should be able to make it a fairly sort of bustling sort of place and have quite a few, houses. But with the amount of soldiers, are you going to have enough housing? I see. I love this about the John Smith texture pack as well. I think that's new because this texture pack has been evolving, but these what would you call them, meteors across the sky? I really like this texture pack. But of course, you can use whatever texture pack you like because what I like is not going to be what you like. So yeah, so this will be like a another sort of like area, and guards can still like patrol over the top of it and that. These towers are just normal, the normal towers. They all have bedrooms in them as well, like places for the soldiers to sleep. So there are a lot of soldiers. There's probably about at least 8 beds. I mean, I haven't counted every single area, but there's probably at least 8 beds in each area. So that's at least 8 guards. And if you've got 2 shifts, then that's what, like 16 soldiers. So, there's a lot of soldiers, and I can't make that much housing. I can't make that many houses. Plus, you have to have villagers that are like, farmers and, whatever, or work in the quarry. They all need houses. So yeah, um, it's quite difficult. Yeah, that's a little bit different. Where'd cow come from? Okay, cool. So we could have cows and chickens and stuff. So that's probably something I should work on. So as you can see, like if you look at this wall from this side, it does look quite low. So that's why I thought I would build the towers up like a little bit more. So, but then if you look at the walls on this side, or you look at some of the other walls, they're really high. So it's trying to get that balance. Because if they're too high, it's going to look a bit ridiculous. And if they're too low, then yeah, obviously they're not very defensible. And again, I don't know whether that's a good idea. But then also, I might build somewhere like a harbour, maybe, where you have ships come to drop off goods and like merchants and things like that. Not this area, because I mean, really, this area is kind of cut off by land. So really, where are you going? But there is another one of these areas. See, this looks quite low as well, but yeah. I mean, Swift said, I'm surprised you didn't build the castle on flat land. Just pick a map that's flat." And I mean, like, yeah, you can, but it's not as much fun, and it's not as much of a challenge. See that see that tower there looks, yeah, it looks quite tiny. So I thought building it up a little bit more just kind of helps with that. But then this wall, like, I mean, okay, it's got the spaces in it, but yeah, that wall's really high. But this area here, like, it comes out to here. So I was thinking, could maybe build like a harbour here and have ships and that. Um, and then this would be kind of a way into the city, like you just have little boats passing through. So kind of all different ideas. So it's not necessarily a terrible aspect, and you're gonna have soldiers on top of here that would. Oh, I just thought ballistae. I know you can make them, but I don't know how you. Not working ones, obviously, but I know in one of the Lord of the Rings castles I downloaded, the round castle, the white castle. I can't remember what it's called. I love that castle. I might have to download that again and just sort of like build it up. Um, last it is a lot of effort though. I remember last time because they built the castle, and like, I'm not taking anything away from them. It is amazing that they built that huge castle. But it's empty. Like, there's nothing really in it. There's no housing. There's no doors. A lot of the houses don't actually look livable. So I was doing a project where it just in my own time, because I do enjoy Minecraft and I do enjoy Lord of the Rings. So the two together seemed perfect. Did I did I upload on here? I can't remember. I've done so many videos. I th- I think I did a I think I did a video on the Lord of the Rings Minecraft like world, and I think we had like a little walk around with it. I think I did that, or maybe I was going to and I didn't for whatever reason. The thing is, like, you never know what people are going to be interested in, and things fade, and you know what 1 minute something people are into, the next minute they're not. And whilst I don't always want to make stuff that's popular, because that's just chasing trends, and no, I have to be careful here because you can upset people so easily. If you're into that, or you're going after a certain goal, you want like 50 million followers or something, so you're chasing the trends, like that's fair enough. Like, I'm not knocking you, I'm only telling you how I feel about what I enjoy, and I don't always want to do that. I don't always want to chase what's popular, because sometimes what's popular is not something I would even enjoy. So now I'm doing stuff that I don't enjoy. Like, why? Um, I would rather make videos about things that interest me, or conversations that I think we could have, or just interesting things going on in the world. And yes, not all of it's going to be something that you enjoy, and I understand that, but I can't please everybody. And sometimes you do have to be a little bit selfish and just. Because I do this for fun. There's no other reason. I know I set up the Patreon thing, and I'm still conflicted about that. Like, I don't know. Like, life is a bit tough now, and charging people money, I don't know that I like that, but I don't think Patreon. I don't. I think that's unfortunately how it works. Like, you have to sign up for it, and if you want to follow someone, you have to pay. So I've tried to make it reasonably cheap, and hope that's a good balance. If you want to see, if you want to see the videos, because I want to make them. I want to play the Fallout 4 game, Wasteland of Depravity, because it's hilarious. It's shocking at times. It's Some of the mods are not mods that I would personally pick, but I mean it's interesting. But I can't put that on YouTube. They would ban my ass into eternity. So I can't do it. And like I said before on the Patreon video, I looked around at like alternatives, and a lot of them were just. I felt like they could be trouble, because they would be saying that, oh well, we're liberal, and we'll let you do what you want, or upload what you want. But then when you actually look into it, that's not actually what they offered. So it was a lot of them were very confusing, and maybe I was just misunderstanding what I'm reading, perhaps. Like, yeah. So yeah, um, yeah. So I think, yeah, I've built the walls and that. I shall finish off these towers and that, do some more decorating, and that. And then I think after that, probably start looking at like doing houses, and things like that. And then after we've done the houses, add some villagers and that. I've had to kill the trader a few times. Oh, he's so annoying. I swear that whoever makes Mojang, or like maybe they left or something, that before they left, they just decided to put the trader in to just annoy the hell out of you. I mean, in survival, I understand having the trader, because the you can trade things with the trader, and get useful items that you might want for your game. But in in creative, you've got everything at your fingertips. So why do you why do you need the trader? But and he's got that thing of like, uh-huh, 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 uh-huh. You imagine you're trying to build something and you're a bit stuck and you're trying to work it out, and he's just there like, uh-huh. Like, no. So I unfortunately had to dispatch him a few times. I mean, the first couple of times I felt bad about it, and then after that I was kind of like, I that's wearing off. Yeah, so you can go down there. Um, go down here. So this is like a little area you can just sit and like chill out. Might get some benches and some chairs, and then like so you'll be there and maybe have something to eat. Have a cup of coffee and that. Meet up with your friends and that, and then you'll go off to work. Just like you do in the real world, pretty much. Come along here and digging out the stone to sell or build bits of the castle. Yeah, come come up here, and it's quite enclosed. I was thinking about maybe finding a way to go over there so can explain that, but I mean, yeah, I don't know. I think it's fine as it is. And yes, it is me being lazy. I made a problem, and rather than well, I didn't do this bit. Like, this is nothing to do with me. That was already there. But I mean, that's just on me. Like, I did that, and rather than fixing it, I decided to turn it into a feature. Oh, I've turned into Bethesda. It's not a bug. It's a feature. Oh, wow, that's terrifying. Um, but I still love Bethesda games. The company and the things that they do, not so much. But I do love the games that they make. I mean, Skyrim will always be my favorite. And I mean, again, I have a not safe for work Skyrim playthrough as well, and I would like to play that and put that on Patreon. So, yeah, if you are signing up, I realize, I, I, I also realized last night I was just sort of I was getting comfortable in bed, and like how you're getting comfortable and you're just like about to nod off, and then your brain goes, "Hey, by the way," and you're like, "Oh man," and and one of the thoughts that popped into my head was like, "Oh, like like if they actually start signing up to this patron thing for the three, I think it's £3.50. So basically I made it like a cup of coffee, so you buying me a cup of coffee basically, and if you're into it, we could maybe save the money up, um, use that money to buy other video games that maybe you want to see me play, things that I'm not comfortable with, so you can torture me. I'm sure that would be fun for you. Or maybe save it up and do good things with it, give it to charity and that, because that's, we got to help each other out these days. It's, well, all at all times, but particularly now, like, that there's a, you know, life is a little bit at odds at the moment. So I was thinking that. So in the UK, I mean, I haven't been out for a while, so I don't know, but because prices are just rising, just they're so out of control. Um, a Costa coffee, like a large one, was about 350, 380, and I didn't want to quibble between 350 and 380, so I just set it at 350. So that was the price of a large coffee. It's probably like a fiver now, but I think £5 or $5, whatever. I think that's too much money. Like, you need every penny these days for bills and that. Like, I would feel very uncomfortable about asking for too much, um, which I'm. you know, I don't want to profit off too much. Like that's not the point of anything of what I'm doing. I want to do this as fun, um, and that's kind of it. Because once it starts becoming a job, then like any job, you start to get burnt out, you start to get tired, you start to get fed up, you start maybe acting out or acting in a way that's not great. Yeah, and I don't know how much fun that then starts becoming. I would never say no to doing this full time, maybe, but the problem is that I live on my own. So if I don't go to work, I don't see anybody. I don't meet people. So I think I would be better doing. I think I would be much happier doing a job where I go out and I meet people and I work with people. I don't know that that's necessarily great. I'm not saying no, but I'm not sure. I don't know. I'm not sure, and it would have to be done in a way that was, you know, not morally bankrupt. Like it would have to be done in a fair way. So I don't know. It's not something I've really thought about. But anyway, so I'm thinking about all these things as I'm trying to go to sleep, and then my brain's like, you know what? If they actually decide that they want this and they want to watch the, you know, not safe for work Fallout 4 game, you're gonna have to be up. You're gonna have more work to do. So you're gonna have to be making videos for Patreon. You're gonna have to be making videos for YouTube. And if you get them mixed up and you make the wrong one public, then you're in trouble. It's like, oh, man, what am I getting myself into? So yeah, but hey, it is the way it is. YouTube is the way it is, and I doubt it's going to change. I don't think it can change because you know it can't because the mostly I suspect that it's the advertisers. I don't know why, but it's bothering me that doesn't have a door. I don't know why it didn't have a door because I just haven't got around to it, I guess. But yeah. So a lot of these are open because I then have to go in here and then work out the ceilings just to make sure that that like below if you're sleeping, like if you've got enough room. That probably doesn't make sense. I'll show you. Um, so like down here, you've got your kitchen, so there's going to be some tables here and some chairs so that they can eat and stuff. There's an oven there. There's a bit of food in it. I'm getting lazier. Yeah, there's a fireplace here and some chairs and that. And then down here is, you know, is a room with places for them to sleep and another fire. But some of the towers, like I can't fit everything in, which was another reason of building up the towers a little bit more so I can fit everything in. So that's why a lot of them don't have roofs on them yet, because I need to work them out. This one is obviously not so bad, so this probably won't have a lot in it. I will just, you know, put a roof on it, fortify it, and then that will be done. But some of the towers, none of these. That's, you know, the sort of senior people. But there are some towers that were a little bit more of a problem. Uh, None of these. It's always the same when you're so like here for instance. So down below you've got the bedrooms. So you want to make sure that that ceiling's, fairly decently high. I don't know why there's no lighting in here. Yeah. It's hard remembering what you have and you haven't done. Like, have I put the tables in that place? Have I? I mean, there's no carpet either. Quickly put the carpet in. I know that that's not what you stopped by for, to see me like actually do it. But so yeah, it just gets difficult to remember. So obviously down there is the bedrooms, and then up here is where you would be doing your cooking. But if I now put this roof on, can you see that that's quite low, and I didn't really like that. So by building the tower up, I can now make this higher, and then it will just look better, I think. I mean, some of the rooms were or are a problem, but then other ones aren't. So it's a bit of a which way did I come? Did I come this way, or I I have no idea. The old the old enemies over there. If I do enable survival mode, they're just going to be like, oh, there's a castle there now. I'm pretty sure that wasn't there before. So like here, like, so look, you put a ceiling in. I mean, that's ridiculous. Like that doesn't work. So yeah. So just by making it a bit higher, I can then like just make it better, hopefully. So yeah, that's as far as I've got. I know it is taking me a little while, but I mean these walls alone they take a really long time. And just going over things, and like I said, just trying to remember, like, have I done that bit? Have I decorated that room? Because I'm good at building things, but the decorating, I'm better at it than I was. But I used to be really terrible. It's like, I can't be bothered to just leave that room empty. Which is why, like, I think a lot of people they do these impressive builds that look really great, but then when you go inside them, they're kind of hollow, and there's no decorating or that or anything. Probably because they're just like, yeah, nah, I can't be bothered with that bit. Which, yeah, I kind of get it, but you kind of need to, because it gives your world character. Um, I I don't know if this is the best castle that I've built. I think it's a castle that I haven't had to make up solutions to problems that I've made. I mean, obviously that was a problem that I created, but I mean, just like structurally wise, I think this has gone better than other builds where I haven't really thought things through, and then it's kind of like that doesn't work. Like, okay, so you've built this lavish hall, but where's the stairs? Like, how are they supposed to get to the second floor? I've done stuff like that, and then you just have to cobble together like these ghettofied solutions to problems that you've basically created because you didn't really think it through. So yeah, that's the castle. That's a nice picture. I think I'm gonna take a picture of that. Um, yeah, I we'll just go to there. I love the snipping tool. I've only come across it recently. I was doing an NHS course, um, and I was having trouble because my print screen didn't work. Like, it should, but it didn't. And then somebody told me about this snipping tool. I think Swift said it was in 10 as well, but I never knew about it. Like, a question is only easy if you know the answer, and I didn't know anything about it. But now that I've come across it, it's so good. Oh, pardon. It's such a great little tool. I wish I'd have known about it a lot earlier. and I've been using that to make the thumbnails look better. So trying to improve that a little bit better. So yeah, so that's a video. I hope you're enjoying the build. If it's not for you, that that's fair enough. Not everybody is into Minecraft. Hopefully, I will make other videos that you do like. And if not, okay, there are lots and lots and lots of wonderful content creators. I don't know that I class myself as a content creator. I'm just out here having fun and just doing whatever. But there are lots of YouTubers with really really interesting channels, so you're gonna find things that you enjoy. So be safe, be well, and until the next video. I think I need to do some more Two Worlds videos. I want to. I don't know that I'm enjoying that game, but I kind of need to see it through because I said I would. So that might be the next video. I don't know. Until the next one, be safe, be well, and I shall see you on the next one. Bye for now.